Peace, this is your boy Mo from Clever Chrono, and today I wanted to talk about a few of my favorite watches from this year's Watches and Wonders. So I was actually thinking really hard about going to Watches and Wonders this year. I've never been to Switzerland, so I thought it would have been a cool weekend getaway, but things are pretty crazy for me at work, so I decided not to go this year. But without further ado, here's some of my favorite watches that came out at this year's Watches and Wonders. I think Cartier killed it this year, especially with their new Cartier Santos Dumont with the skeleton dial. That watch is so sick. It's just a beautifully designed watch. And then I also love their new Santos XL with the green dial. Gorgeous watch. I already had my eyes on the blue dial, and this green variant is definitely up my alley as well. My favorite Rolex drops included the rose gold Sky Dweller with that new blue dial. I love the steel with the mint green dial as well, but that rose gold with the blue is just killer. And then there's their perpetual 1908, which seems like it's their new iteration or replacement for the Cellini that I thought was a really sexy dress watch. So my favorite new drops from Tudor include the new Black Bay GMT with the Pepsi bezel and opaline dial. They didn't do anything to upgrade the movement in it, but in terms of just pure aesthetic design, I think that's a beautiful new piece from Tudor. And I also love the new Black Bay 58 with the burgundy bezel on Jubilee, or the 5-link bracelet. I think that's awesome as well. Grand Seiko released a new dress watch, the SBG Z009. It's a platinum watch in which the case is all hand engraved, hand carved. Amazing, amazing piece. I think if you rock it out in public or at an event, you probably won't have anyone else in the room wearing that watch except for yourself. And not only because it's such a very unique piece, but also because it's coming in at around $79,000. So it's the most expensive watch on the list in terms of the watches that I like from this year's Watches and Wonders. Tag Heuer just released a new Carrera chronograph that they're calling the Glass Box. I especially love the one with the blue dial, dope watch. And they also released a series of new 36mm Carreras with colorful dials that I think are beautiful as well. Mont Blanc, which is a brand that I haven't checked for that heavily, they just released a new watch called the Minerva Mono Pusher, and I think this watch is sick. It's a skeletonized watch, and there are elements of the design of this watch that remind me of the Code 1159 Universelle. Really dope watch, great complications, and I think this one comes in at around $35,000. Also out of the ballpark for my budget, but just in terms of pure watchmaking, horological craftsmanship, I think this watch is amazing. Out of all the watch brands at Watches and Wonders this year, I think very few brands could compete when it comes to Patek Philippe. Their new Calatrava is a gorgeous watch. I love their blue dial, and the fact that they did the watch in rose gold with rose gold numerals applied, it's just a really gorgeous piece. I wish I could get my hands on it. Out of all of the Calatravas I've seen, this is actually the best designed one in my opinion. And then there's their Grand Complications watch with the swirly blue pattern dial that looks like guilloche that'll hypnotize you. An amazing watch. Patek Philippe was not playing around at this year's Watches and Wonders. So what are some of your favorite watches that dropped at this year's Watches and Wonders? Let me know in the comments. Till next time.